I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you to Earl Stewart on Cars Mystery Shopping Report. Okay, here we get to the mystery shopping report of Kia of Vero Beach. And Vero Beach, if folks from out of the area, is in still kind of South Florida, but it's up the East Coast a little bit toward Orlando, small town. And we shop the Kia dealer there. We shop the Kia Telluride because that is one of the top 10 cars of 2023, according to Consumer Reports. And by that, they're talking about safety, reliability, cost of operation, all the above. And it's interesting to see Kia, and also Hyundai had a car that we shopped last week at Mystery Shopping Report. So we did this because we want to see what dealers are charging for low supply, high demand cars. I'm speaking in the first person as if I were Agent Lightning. I arrived at Kia Vero Beach in the mid-afternoon, was greeted by a young salesman as soon as I stepped out of my car. He asked if I had an appointment with anyone that day, and I laughed, replying that I had an appointment with him. He smiled wildly and invited me into his desk inside the dealership to get some more information. On our way, he inquired about my interest, to which I mentioned my desire for a Telluride, but not at the market-adjusted price. Don't want to do that. He informed me that they had at least 3 new Tellurides, which is interesting. Car of that high demand, low supply, I am surprised that he would have 3. You'll understand more when we get into the shopping report why there were 3 of them there. And they were available, and we proceeded to his desk after he took my license details. On the way to his desk, he asked what I was interested in, and I mentioned that I'd been eyeing the Telluride for quite a while, but didn't want to pay the market adjustments. Once we arrived at his desk, he introduced himself as Ricky and asked for my license. After gathering my information and making a copy of my license, Ricky came back with a few sets of keys. Interesting. And we headed outside to the lot where there were 3 Tellurides. Okay. I chose a black 2023 Telluride SX with an MSRP of $47,320. Now, remember that number, $47,320. However, there was an addendum sticker next to the Monroney label that added another $3,000 for door edge guards, door pocket protector, pinstripes, nitro-filled tires. I can't believe they're still selling nitrogen.
It's coming back. It's making a big comeback.
Unbelievable.
Is that right?
And 1 year of key replacement. Now, there's a doozy. 1 year of key replacement. Although there was a line for market adjustment, there was no dollar figure, only an ambiguous MP.
Market price.
During the test drive, we went out quite far down US 1, and then I made a U-turn, headed back to the dealership. Once we arrived, Ricky asked if I wanted him to run some numbers, to which I said yes. He asked if I was looking to finance or pay cash, and I mentioned that it would depend on whether there were any incentives available for financing. Rick said he would go speak with his manager, come up with numbers. After about 5 minutes, Jamar, the sales manager, came back with Ricky and a worksheet. The selling price was MSRP, manufacturer's suggested retail price, $47,320. To that, they added the full amount of the addendum. That was $2,995, call it $3,000, and $9,999 market adjustment. Let's call that $10,000. So that's what MP stands for. They also tacked on an $899 dealer fee. This is really disgusting. And they even jumped up the government fees. We don't believe that $814 could be legitimate.
I wonder if that's a reaction to what we say on the air.
I don't know.
We say the only thing that's legitimate is sales tax and government fees.
Yeah. I bet it is.
And now they're labeling things government fees.
And they probably stuck in the junk fees, private tag agency, electronic registration fees, electronic filing. I was shocked to see a market adjustment and asked why it was so high. That was the $10,000. Jamar replied that Tellurides were going for $10,000, $15,000, even $20,000 above sticker. And I believe that. I mean, again, high demand, low supply. He also mentioned that I could buy the car and take it to auction and get $66,000 for it easily. Maybe so. I mean, crazy things in this market. I declined, started to stand up, but Jamar asked for a minute and walked away. You know the game, back and forth. A few minutes later, another sales manager sat down with me and wrote down the deal. So we've got 3 people now. The other sales manager, I don't think has introduced himself yet. He could offer, wrote down the best he could offer, which was $60,000 out the door. He said that would make the market adjustment around $4,000, $39.99, give or take. I said I doubt it because it was still too high for a $47,000 MSRP. He added that he could show me auction slips where used ones were going for more than new. I see why he says that. I mean, first of all, if it's true, and if it were true, who cares? I mean, who wants to spend that amount of money over sticker price for a new Kia? I declined, said it was too high. I asked if all their cars had a markup. He said only the Tellurides, and I don't even believe that. In conclusion, I had an interesting experience at Kia of Vero Beach. Yes, it was interesting, but the prices were too high for me to consider purchasing a car from them. Now, they got some great pictures here. This is sitting on the desk of the sales manager, salesman. Important. Verbal promises are difficult to enforce.
Sure are.
It's just so blatantly amazing that they would have this sign. And it says, all promises and items due must be documented with our due bill we owe form.
Right.
The sign might as well say, this salesman might lie to you. You can't keep him from lying to you, but if he puts the lie in writing, then you can sue us and get your money back. I mean, why would you put a sign like that on a desk? Actually, it's a good thing.
Right.
But it's
for
like saying,
wrong reasons.
I'm a liar, I'm a cheat. To keep me honest, make me put it in writing and get it signed. It's embarrassing to me. It embarrasses me being a car dealer that car dealers do these sorts of things, but they do. And they get away with it, and that's the name of the game, and it's voting time.
But I'm going to give them a low passing grade, a D-.
For me, I'll give it the D- grade.
You want my grade? F.
I'll give them a D. I mean, that's my lowest. I'm lighter on the punishment scores than most people, but for some reason I got a bad taste. In my opinion, the ultimate sin is to lie, cheat, and steal. The acceptable sins are to charge way too much money for a car because you can,
Right.
but you tell the person what you're charging. When you hide the fee and conceal it and manipulate, that's bad. If you just say, listen, I know I got a hot car here, the Kia Telluride, and it's going to cost you $10,000 over sticker, take it or leave it. I don't like that, but I'm not going to give him an F. He told it like it is, and you could turn around, go somewhere else.
They have every right to do that.
And shop and get a better price. A lot of dealers are hurting themselves unbeknownst. They had 3 Kia Tellurides in stock, and they're sitting there, and Kia knows they're sitting there. Meanwhile, there's a lot of Kia dealers that are selling their Kia Tellurides, and Kia allocates cars just like Toyota or Honda or all the manufacturers. The faster the dealer sells them, the faster they ship new cars to that dealer. So this Kia Vero Beach, they're probably shooting themselves in the foot. When this is over, if it's ever over, the people that have survived the pandemic and the economic and the environment, the supply chain, the dealers that in that moment in time that are receiving the most cars, they have the lead in the race.
Yeah.
And then it gets competitive again, but they have the cars and the other dealers won't have the cars. Hi, this is Earl Stewart. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to be notified of new videos that we post to our YouTube channel, simply click on the subscribe button and the bell icon in the lower right-hand side of the screen.